So today we're going to be covering JavaScript arrays. Arrays are an important part of your programming life. So when you understand it today, you'll be able to use it throughout your programming journey. So throughout the course, we have been teaching you. We taught you data types, and we taught you about the primitive. Just go over the data type tutorial we did earlier. And we talked about the complex type. We say there are times when you want to store data that are complex, and you can't just always do var1. You can't have something like this where you have variable number 1 and all of that, or probably you have a variable that is like this, so there are times you want to store things that are large, and so you cannot, for example, you want to store different countries and the states under them, or the cities. And so if you're going to create variables for all the cities in the world, and so you are most likely going to be creating millions of variables. And in this case, we want to create something like an array. And so, for example, we want to have all of these colors in an array. And so, but before we dive into that, I want to show you how you can create an array and have your value. There are two ways you can create an array. The first one is to say, okay, to define the array. You see, you list the array name, then open this kind of bracket. I don't know what's called. I can't remember what's called. And so you have your element 1, element 2. Another way to do that is to actually use the new array method to do that. And so you can do this. And so you see the difference between this and this is they both have something similar. Is that first of all, you give the variable name, then they have elements inside. But the way this bracket is different from this is it's just a normal bracket, and they introduce this new keyword. And so we're going to go ahead and create our first array. And to do that, I'm going to delete all of this. And so I'm going to create our first array. I'm going to call it colors. I'm going to say colors equals to, and so this is what we have. And so let me quickly go to the JavaScript folder. I should have opened that a long time ago. And so I'm going to create this. Okay, so let's quickly go and document.write and display the array we have. And so and see. And so yes. And so you see it's listed this thing and separated them by comma. And so that's basically how to create an array. And someone want to ask, what if I want to access this array, the information in this array? And so I'm going to just show you that. To do that, I'm going to say document. So I'm just going to copy this. I don't like writing too much. So now you have the array. Now arrays are indexed by default, and so it begins counting 0, 1, 2, just like that. And so to get anyone, you're going to put the index number, and so this is going to give us. So if I display this, so another thing I want to do, I want to add a break line here. I'm sure you already know this in from your previous class. Okay. I'm going to have this inside. Let's see. Good. I just want to make sure and so we took the first index. Let's go ahead and take the second one. As they give us blue, let's go ahead and take this one. And so you see we indexed it from 0 to 1. And so there is another important thing that I would like to show you is this. So I'll just carry this. And I'll replace this with this so that everything can appear in a new line. That's the essence of this. That's the essence of this, okay? And so then I'll take this off. So I want to do document.length, and I mean the length of the array. And so you pick the name of the array dot length. That's how you get the total length. And you see, so let's go ahead and console log this and document.write. And so he gave us, he said the array is a total of 3. Now, don't make the mistake of going to try to say, okay, I want to get the last element of an array. And you go and do things like this, 3. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. So you say it's undefined. You know why? Because you are actually exceeding. Now, think about it. If this gives us the last value, the total length, and arrays, you start counting from 0. How do you get the last? Always get any last value of an array. And so to do that, you're going to simply say, so I'm going to bring this here. I can bring this here and say -1. So we're saying this gives us the length of an array, which gives us 3. So if we do -1, it's going to give us 2 inside here, right? So let's see. So it gives us the last array, which is what? Yellow. If we go ahead and add another one, if we go ahead and add another array here, let's say we call this brown. And so we'll call this brown. If we do this, so it's always going to give us the last array. And so one last thing I want to show you here before we proceed is how to loop over an array. And to do that, you use the for loop. And so loop for loop, we're going to initialize. We're going to cover for loop extensively in the next chapter, but it's almost the same thing what I'm doing now. So I'm going to say, I'm going to use any variable, either x or I. You can even use your name. And so I'm going to say selected color, and then I'm going to say off colors, the name of the array. So I'm going to, this is a newly defined variable, right? And so I'm going to say, so I'm going to document.write. I'm going to say I'm going to document. So this is always going to return an index. Just go ahead and say selected color. Okay, let's see. So let's run this. Okay, here we go. So we have that correctly. So there are different ways to loop. When we get to loop, I'm going to cover that extensively. And so I'm going to leave you with a little assignment. I wanted to create an array. The first assignment is create an array, and so we have assignment 1. So 1A, get the last element in that array and get the second to last element in that array. Also get the first element in the array and the second element in the array. Okay, and now see. So secondly, the array you have created, loop over it, loop the array and display all of the elements of the array. And so I want to see your answers in the comment section. I want to know the first person to submit, and don't forget to use the array.length to get those values as specified. Thank you. See you guys in